An update on a hit and run that killed a St. Thomas senior.
And Minnesota college students joined a march in defiance of Operation Metro Surge.
These stories and more on the Deep Dive.
Hello, and thank you for joining us on the Deep Dive. I'm Adam Mueller.
And I'm Abby Madsen. This show, we give you the editor's top picks of the Crest stories from the spring 2026 semester.
First, we have an update since we last reported on a hit and run that killed a UST student in late March. Senior Seham Hassan was walking in northeast Minneapolis on March 22nd when she was struck by a car. She died in the hospital. A late April Hennepin County attorney filing seeks an aggravated sentence for Gabriella Liebgott, meaning more prison time than Minnesota guidelines would usually dictate. She was charged with 2 felonies in early April. The Hennepin County attorney gave previous convictions and an attempt to conceal evidence as reasons for calling this a more serious case.
College students joined thousands of protesters who took to downtown Minneapolis amid Operation Metro Surge in January. Less than a week after the death of Alex Preddy, UST senior Morgan Whitting attended the second big downtown Minneapolis march, saying it was moving to see people joining together. The immigration enforcement action in Minnesota resulted in more than 4,000 arrests, according to the Department of Homeland Security. 2 weeks before Preddy died, Renee Good was shot and killed in her car. Despite the impact of Operation Metro Surge, communities have continued to gather, as was the case at Minnesota's largest Hispanic gathering for Cinco de Mayo in early May. Kevin Lynch has the story.
When Westside St. Paul does Cinco de Mayo, it's go big or go home. The effects of Operation Metro Surge are still here, but the neighborhood's staple celebration isn't going anywhere.
This is like a coming out party. We know everything is not over, but this is a day-to-day to celebrate.
An estimated 15,000 people filled parks and streets at what organizers say is the 4th largest Cinco de Mayo event in the country.
We have 53 food vendors. We got 92 non-food vendors. We have wrestling. We have a flag football tournament. We got 3 stages.
That plus the main event, a parade down Cesar Chavez Street. Even with a reduced footprint, the event draws spectators from all over the Twin Cities.
I'm from North Minneapolis.
The food is one big draw.
Elote every year. It's better on the cob than it is in the cup, but as you get older, you gotta get the cup.
And the community is another.
It feels good, this is a showcase of the neighborhood. And if you don't leave here with feeling the sense of pride that we have, then you missed out.
It's hard to go home feeling otherwise. For the Crest.News, I'm Kevin Lynch.
St. Thomas's Ola Club also celebrated on campus. More information about the event is on the Crest.News.
Undergraduate student government announced last month that the Wednesday before Thanksgiving will now be part of the school's break. USG President Ilham Mohamud said she was surprised by the faculty's excitement about this change. The idea was approved by the Faculty Senate and then by University President Rob Vischer last fall. Out-of-state students are happy to have this day off, hoping that their travel schedule won't conflict with classes.
The University of St. Thomas hopes to redevelop the St. Paul campus, building on the 2 blocks south of Summit Avenue between Cretin and Cleveland Avenues. But St. Thomas Director of Neighborhood Relations Jerome Benner told the Crest in February that the university must amend a conditional use permit that currently limits building heights in both parking and bed spaces. The university cannot update the permit without support from neighborhood groups. The president of one of those groups, Dan Kennedy, says he doesn't think neighborhood groups will agree to amending the permit. In that event, the university intends to take other steps with the city.
There are only a few familiar faces returning to the men's basketball team next season. After the team's first-round loss in the National Invitational Tournament, 6 players entered the transfer portal and 2 more will graduate. That leaves Coach Johnny Tower's squad with senior forward Carter Bierke and junior guard Austin Hero as the only players in the regular rotation. The team hasn't finalized its incoming transfer class, but has added Jeremy Lorenz from DePaul, who played on the AAU circuit with Hero. The Tommies finished 24-10, their 3rd straight 20-win season.
Women's basketball makes big changes, as well as head coach Ruth Sin announced her retirement in February. Sin ended her career with more than 400 wins. She joined the Crest on the deep dive after the conclusion of her final season.
After such an accomplished career, it seems like maybe this could have been a pretty tough decision.
Yes, it was, because I really enjoy the game. And I enjoy the people. You know, they always say that you are who you surround yourself with, and being here at St. Thomas with our administration, my fellow coaches, my assistant coaches, and these incredible student athletes, I'm surrounding myself with some pretty amazing people. And so it was difficult to be able to give that up. I still love the game and I still love that stuff, but my family is very important to me. And, you know, there's a lot of times that they had to take a back seat, and they need to be the starting five right now. And so I'm going to put them in the starting five.
The university announced in late March that former head coach of Minnesota Duluth, Mandy Pearson, will be the next women's basketball head coach. St. Thomas Women's Rugby Club returns after 10 years. 18 students attended the team's first practice in March, just days after watching film on how to play. The club is focused on understanding the rules of rugby, allowing students with no prior experience to join. Students have tried to restart the club twice in the last 3 to 4 years without success. Co-president Susie Imbu said they want to build up the club and hopefully compete in the fall.
A new app will help St. Thomas students find events and parties on and off campus. Cretin-Durham High School student Chloe Cochran got the idea for the Blast app after touring colleges. The app was released in late April and is designed like Tinder, where users can swipe right to RSVP to events and swipe left to pass. Unlike TommyLink, the university's campus event website, Blast will recommend events based on the user's interests. Cochran's eventual goal would be to partner with bars in the Twin Cities to promote deals and events directly to St. Thomas students. You know, I'm happy for undergraduate student government getting that big win with the Wednesday before Thanksgiving off, but if it had happened a year or two earlier, I also maybe wouldn't have been mad.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either as an out-of-state student. Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
I like a little extra time,
Yeah,
maybe away from college.
There's nothing better.
We're about to have plenty of time away from
Yeah,
college
that's
in a
true.
little bit
My
here.
whole life.
All right, those are the Crest editor's top stories of the spring 2026 semester. Check out these stories and more at thecrest.news.
And make sure to follow us on social media at The Crest News for updates from your campus community. With Adam Mueller, I'm Abby Madsen, and we'll see you next semester when we deep dive.